Panhandle in public. We talked about that last week. We spoke with the mayor there. San Francisco has decided that they're going to set aside parking spots and parking lot areas so that homeless people can live in their cars in those areas. And now in West Palm Beach, Florida, they are doing something to deter homeless people from staying in certain areas. They're playing loud children's music, including the popular Baby Shark song, which I just introduced myself today, and I get it. I get why it's really annoying. They played it on repeat to prevent people from sleeping in the city park. Joining me now is the mayor of that city, Keith James. Mayor James, thank you very much for being with us tonight.
Thank you for having me.
You know, it's an interesting tactic. What is your goal here, and is it working?
Well, we had a very specific situation we were trying to address. We have a very lovely pavilion on our waterfront that we rent out to groups, to wedding receptions, for corporate dinners, and it provides a very unique opportunity, a unique view of our waterfront. And it is in a large waterfront area, but what we were concerned about, based upon within the past few weeks, we found some treasures, shall I say. This is television that had been left by humans who had been sleeping overnight. And so we wanted to discourage them from just hanging out in front of our pavilion, because the folks who had paid good money, they are entitled to enjoy a pleasant experience for their situation there.
Yeah, no, I get it. I mean, you know, in New York City, there are places where there's long benches and they have sort of dividers in them for the purpose so that people can't sleep there at night. Now, everyone is compassionate about people being homeless, and we need to have places that are safe for homeless people to be. But you also have to be understanding of the situations such as the one that you're talking about. I just want to play a little bit of the other song that you are playing to drive people out of the park because this song is so annoying. This is the taco one. Raining tacos. Let's play it. Tacos. No need to ask why. Just open your mouth and close your eyes. It's raining tacos. So friends of mine and people who work here who have little kids say that this music is like addictive for them. They want to listen to it all the time. But this is one of the reactions from Dan Ketchum, who is a member of the homeless community in West Palm Beach. Here's what he says about this tactic.
They have started a mini war on the homeless people here, basically by playing a music clip which lasts for a few seconds and plays 180 times an hour. It can get to you psychologically over and over and over again. It is kind of a warfare. I mean, you're not allowed to do that in combat and prisoners of war anymore.
What do you say to that? I mean, you know, other critics, too, have said this is the method that was used in Gitmo. They played Barney dinosaur songs in order to send the message that the futility music, they called it, to convince detainees that it was futile to stay silent.
The major difference there is he has the option of moving. That is the whole point. We don't want people in that particular area between the hours of 10 p.m. and 6 a.m. He has the option of moving to another location. And by the way, I don't want the public to misunderstand. We do have a number of very aggressive strategies when it comes to dealing with the homeless. Every week we send out teams. Many of the people in those teams consist of formerly homeless people to meet the homeless where they are, match them with resources and shelters and that type of thing. And again, he's not being tortured because he can move. He can leave, and that's what we want them to do. Leave.
Valid point. Mayor James, I understand your argument. Thank you very much. Good to have you here tonight, sir.
Well, thank you for the opportunity.
And thank you for introducing me to those songs. All right.